Hey, HannahMouse1 here. Recently, I was fortunate enough to get a featured project on Scratch, Confetti Cannon. It's a platformer where the platforms are hidden, forcing you to spray confetti to navigate. It isn't exactly a new project, and I admit the boss fight isn't exactly what I'd call fun. It was a bit of an obligatory add-on, and if I were to remake the project now, I would do it very differently. As it stands, it's super hard, until you figure it out when it becomes really easy to cheese. Still, in the light of its recent popularity, Confetti Cannon did have many remixes made by people who played my game. In this video, I will be showing some of the better ones. There are a couple reasons for me making this video. First, I know from experience how annoying it can be to feel like your efforts on Scratch aren't being recognised. Recently, I have been lucky enough to gain some traction on the platform, but it took years of unrecognised efforts to reach this point, which is frankly rather disheartening. If in some small way I can let these coders see that their work is being appreciated, I will, in the hopes that it encourages them to continue to fuel their creativity. Secondly, I hope that I can encourage people to be more creative with their remixes. The vast majority are completely unedited from my original version, I dare say in the hopes of driving a few views of traffic to their accounts. Alternatively, there are dozens which simply change the background colour, for instance, and completely remove the challenge. These aren't the remixes I'll be talking about. The ones I'll be looking at are the ones which use my project as a launch pad to create something new, something fun, something to laugh at even. Something that took efforts that shouldn't be overlooked simply because it's a remix. That's exactly why the remix feature exists. So with that, let's get on to the first project. Oh, and for the record, these aren't in any particular order, other than this is the order I happen to play them in. Not like a ranking or anything, so... And the links to all the projects are in the description. Check any out that you like the look of. Please send some love to these creators. First was Confetti Cannon Kaizo by 2000 Axolotl. This was a pretty good remix. It added in new levels which made the game harder, switches up the dialogue a little, and completely bugged out the final boss fight, but to be fair, the boss fight was already so broken that it didn't really make that much of a difference. I like this. It was fun and new and was there for a laugh, and it was exactly what a remix is supposed to be, the original, with more stuff. Second was Confetti Cannon But Glitch by Skull0503. This was mostly a lot of new animations to make everything look glitch and broken. Some of the animations were pretty cool. I especially like the sprite for the boss hotbar. The new sprites also made the boss fight harder to cheese, which frankly does not go amiss. And it was really entertaining. So, yeah. Then was Confetti Flight by RRRixed. This has to be my favourite of the remixes because it actually implemented a new gameplay mechanic that changed how you might approach a level without completely wrecking the difficulty. It also added in new levels specifically suited to the new mechanic, which shows that it was certainly thought through more than most remixes. Very solid. Next was Confetti Cannon Cursed version by There Is No Game 2. There's not much to say about this one other than that it's really quite funny. Mostly it's just switching a bunch of sprites and ramping up a bunch of the numbers in the code, but it really made me laugh, which is definitely saying something. Then came Confetti Cannon Enhanced by LovingGD749GD. Enhanced might be a touch generous for what this game adds, but the additions are welcome ones. The skip button was a help considering the amount of times I'd played the opening cutscene during my search for creative remixes, and the speed runtimer does add a sense of urgency that added a new challenge in a set of levels that I've played enough time to do blindfolded. Confetti Cannon Cheat Menu by MacLeod was an interesting one because it combined a lot of the features in game-breaking remixes, the ability to see the floor, the ability to skip the boss, stuff like that, all in one with the option to toggle them on or off. This makes it feel way less broken because you still have the ability to play the game, but with a bit of a helping hand if you need one. Some of the options are completely broken, like the flying or the super speed, but the ideas are pretty cool and you can just leave those toggled off if need be. Finally, we have Berta by DogancanatHankFnaay. This one is interesting because it technically isn't a remix on my project, it is a remix of my project. It's also completely bananas, with bullets flying left and right and centre, and the lives meter trying to dance the tarantella, and the boss himself just wigging out completely. That said, it's probably one of the highest effort projects on the list, and it was very entertaining. With that, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and huge thanks to the creators featured in this video. Like I said, please send some love their way, and with that, I will see you next week. Bye!